No enduring exploit in the kingdom is born without costly consecration. One of the earliest visible sacrifices in Kumuyi's journey was the surrender of academic prestige to spiritual assignment. The deeper life. Campus Fellowship's history states that he was offered a scholarship for doctoral study, yet turned it down because he discerned a higher calling. That decision is not uncostly. It reveals a man who judged divine mandate weightier than academic assent, altar weightier than applause, and obedience weightier than professional prominence. Many men choose greatness as the world defines it, then seek to add ministry to it. Kumuyi chose calling, even where it required the loss of another honorable path. Another battle was preserving doctrinal identity amid growth. As the work widened from a small Bible study into a large transnational movement, the pressures would not only have been numerical, but also theological and cultural. To retain strong lines on holiness, sanctification, evangelism, and biblical exactness over decades, across regions and nations, required more than administration. It required vigilance, continuity, consistency, and a refusal to allow growth to dilute conviction. There is a hidden warfare in scale, not merely how to expand, but how to expand without pollution, corruption, erosion, or corrosion. That battle alone is one of the less visible but more demanding parts of Kumuyi's legacy. The domestic side of his life carries its own sacred weight. Official ministry records state that he met Abiodun Olowu in September 1972, that she became one of the first 15 in the original Bible study, and that they married in Lagos on the 13th of September 1980. Their union was blessed with 2 sons, Jeremiah and John, and she is presented in ministry records as a major co-laborer, especially in the women's ministry and through Christian Women's Mirror. Then came one of the most moving and best documented moments in the family's public history. On April 11th, 2009, after a brief illness, Abiodun Kumuyi slept in the Lord while listening by satellite to messages from the Easter retreat, joining the Faith Clinic session from home, singing along, listening to the message titled The Shield of Faith, saying Amen after the closing prayer, and then passing into glory. In 2010, official ministry communication formally announced Pastor W.F. Kumuyi's marriage to Esther Folashade, Aduke Blaze, in London on October 13th, 2010, following sustained encouragement from his immediate family to remarry. Then, in 2013, a public controversy emerged over the Jamaican wedding of his son, John. Contemporary press reports stated that the wedding was held in mid-June and that John was subsequently suspended over concerns linked to certain elements of the ceremony. This phase of Pastor Kumuyi's life was handled with sobriety, moral sensitivity, and historical fairness, especially given the strict doctrinal standards for which he has long been known. Notably, reports indicate that he was prepared to suspend himself in response to his son's conduct, but the church leadership declined the suspension. In that regard, the incident stands not merely as a moment of controversy, but also as a compelling demonstration of the integrity, accountability, and consistency he had always demanded in his preaching and teaching. It further reminds us that even the most disciplined and exemplary ministries are not shielded from sorrow, public scrutiny, and the painful tensions that can arise within family life. A mantle is not proved merely by what it builds, but by what it refuses to betray while building.